Hello, my name's Kyron. I've been asked to do a quick demo of how I use the custom Ableton looping setup I showed in my last video, how I actually use it, because it is quite complicated, which is a very fair call. So I'm going to do a demo today. I'm going to create just like a little funk jam session to have some fun with. I'm going to use my Launchpad Pro Mark III, my Fender Strat over there, and I'm going to use some drum loops that I found in Ableton just using the default clips. I just searched funk, found some drum loops, they sounded good, so we're gonna roll with those today. Okay, so on my Launchpad, I have a custom mode I created myself where each one of these channels corresponds to one of the 4 loopers you can see on the screen. The buttons work via record or overdub, undo, clear, stop, and these purple ones here are mute buttons, so I can turn them on and off without breaking whatever beat the loops in, which is very useful. I also have a foot switch that's like a $2 one that I bought off Amazon that just lets me control the first loop on the first channel. So if my hands are busy, I can use my feet instead to set that first one. The first thing you got to do, make sure that everything is stopped and make sure none of these clips are activated. This will mean that when you make your first loop, Ableton is going to set the tempo to whatever loop you end up creating. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'm going to start with some claps. Now, I'm just checking this first loop because one thing that's good and bad is you need to be perfect with your loops when using this method. It will record any mistakes you make. So unlike the default session view in Ableton, you got to really practice your timing and get it right. And I'm a little bit nervous, so I might actually, let's just. That one's a tiny bit off. So I'm going to stop that, clear it out. And we're going to do that one again. I'm going to stop Ableton as well. Get in the groove. That's better. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the overdub button and put some clicks on top of that. Right, we got those clicks locked in. Nice. Next thing I'm doing, let's just put the drums on. And ideally now, when I put the drums in, it's going to come in and be like in time, matching the loop I've just set up. Yeah, that's funky. All right. All right, now what I'm going to do is add in some like James Brown, like, you know, those fun, funky noises. That's terrible. All right, now just going to make sure this is actually working. There we go. That first one's a bit off. Let's that's better. I like that. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now, let's pause that for a second. I'm going to mix down those 2 loop channels into one channel. The way I'm going to do that in my channel I've got here in the session view called Loops 2, it's currently listening to the audio from my looper channel. So if I arm this and then I hit record, it's going to take whatever's playing on all of these loopers and mix it into that one clip. So if I want to turn that on or off in the future, those claps with those, I just have to activate that one clip. So let's just play it again. And I'm going to hit record here. Okay, I started on the wrong one. So now you can see it's actually playing from the click view. And I've actually just deleted out those clips from my loopers. So my loopers are empty again now. And it's playing just from the session view now. So let's get my guitar out now. Okay, very cool. So I want to record my guitar. I actually want to record two guitar parts here. So I could just record them straight into one of my loop channels, but I want to do two as one clip because I want to be able to turn them both on or off. There's going to be two rhythm parts as one. So I'm going to do that using this and then condense them down using the same method I did just before. So let's do that. The way I'm going to do it is for my first looper, I'm going to change this setting here, record X bars. I'm going to set it to a 2-bar loop. So I can actually prime this, have time to move to my guitar and record the loop I want. And that way, yeah, you'll see what I mean in a second. So let's just do it. I'm gonna get this right now. Yeah, that's right. So here we go. Oh, I hit it too much on the time. Too much on the time. Oh, still learning, forgot to clear it. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to overdub this with the second one now. Okay, so that's locked in. I'm just going to drag this one over to this loop channel like this. So now I have in my session view, I'm kind of done with my loopers now. I'm going to go to a more traditional session view. I have my drums, my hoots and ha's and percussion, and my guitar over here as well. So the last thing I want to do, I'm going to add a bass track in with the traditional normal style of Ableton. Nothing fancy, but that's pretty good. Let's mix it. Okay. Let's put the guitars back in. There we go. It's basically like a funk track, right? Put in some percussion. Okay, so the tracks come together quite nicely. I'm going to have a bit of a go just mucking around soloing over it, right? Because one nice thing about this setup too is that you can still hear my guitar even though there's like guitar clips playing, which normally when you try to record a clip from your live instrument, once it's recorded in session view, it turns off the monitoring, so you can't hear anything. But in this stage, we should be able to see. Let's see how we go. Okay, the other cool thing is I've duplicated some of the stuff, I think the bass, the drums, and the percussion here onto second scene now. So if I want to change up the groove a bit, using what I've already created, I can change to this second scene and yeah, it's gonna break up the monotony of the funk. Let's this in. All right, you get the idea. So I'm not great at playing, but you can see the functionalities there. It took me a lot longer than normal because I'm explaining everything, but normally I get to this stage within a few minutes, which is pretty cool. Go try it out. I've linked the template in the description. Have some fun and let me know how you go. Thank you.